Sponsored by your local Toyota dealer and Sterling Savings Bank. Friday Night Sports Extra starts right now.
Welcome to yet another edition of Friday Night Sports Extra. We've been invaded, guys. The Saxons are here. We've been invaded by Ferris. The cheerleaders are here. We got a lot more Ferris coming up all over the place a little bit later.
Yeah, in case you notice, we're missing one person. Dennis Patchen just had to be down in L.A. early for the Cougs game against USC tomorrow. But we've got plenty of football to get to, and we start with you, Ben.
That's right, and we start with the GSL. U-High trying to keep the momentum going after their win against Gonzaga Prep last week. Rogers trying to bounce back from a tough loss against Cheney. Wasn't going to happen. Running game going tonight for the Titans. That's running back John Wright. Takes it 50 yards. Second of two 50-yard runs for Wright on the night. Led to a touchdown. The Pirates could not get anything going. The high snap over the quarterback's head going to be picked up by lineman Jake Layden. That's 7 more points as he prances into the end zone, Keith Oso style. Rogers trying to get on the board. They do so here. That's Justin Musey getting in on a nice run. But the Titans win this one big, 52-12. Late game over at Albee, Meade, and North Central. Indians cheerleaders trying to get their team pumped up, but Meade would score first. The handoff to junior running back Mike Smith. He's going to split right through the line. The nice move there, gets in from 10 yards out. That makes it 7-0 Panthers. That's what happens when they score first. They go up 7-0. Indians hit hard in the first half. 3 turnovers. In that first stanza, Jonathan Stratton with a pick right there that would set up an Indians touchdown, but in the second half, Meade would pull away. This 10-yard pass to Bo Tolley out to the side. He's going to get into the corner of the end zone, makes it 24-7 Panthers. They would go on to win this one 59-7.
That Tully kid's got some pretty good genes. The LC Tigers have started 0-2 in the GSL, and they couldn't afford another loss as they paid a visit to Keith Oso Field. The Tigers would turn the lights out of the Knights early. Sophomore quarterback Jeff Livingston hits David McNeil for a 9-yard touchdown to make it 7-0 LC. You know what they say. Tigers hate pepper. They love cinnamon. Still in the first, Levi Taylor rumbles into the end zone from 4 yards out. He finished with a $135 on the ground. It's 14-0 in favor of the visitors. And don't tell Austin Elo he's hanging on to his dad's coattails. Elo on the receiving end of Livingston's second TD pass. LC goes on to win it convincingly 48-15, racking up 430 yards of total offense against the Knights. The late game on Thursday night, CV, now the only undefeated team left in the GSL. They were taking on Shadle Park, 4th and goal. Gavin DeYarman lobs it up. Jake Miller, look at that juggling catch from his back. 47-0 the final. This one is the Bears roll. They're now 4-0 on the season.
Big game last night in Joe Albee Stadium is undefeated Mount Spokane. Ferris with 1 loss, kind of a first-place game there. Mount Spokane come out, and they were looking good out of the chutes, but here come the Saxons. Connor Halliday, he goes up top to Jason Bates. Nice hotel, nice catch and run. He's giggity gone into the end zone. Ferris up big here, and the crowd going crazy. Then there's Gage Orozco, the best first name in the area. Gage, he knocks it into the end zone. 176 yards for him, 17-0 Ferris at the half. 4th and goal for the Saxons. Halliday jump ball to Bates. Crying out loud, I could throw a touchdown to that guy. Anybody can throw a touchdown to him. Halliday, you're overrated. I'll get to him in a second. Travis Ward with a score for the Wildcats, but it's too little, too late. Ferris goes on to win this one 34-14. The Ferris Saxons now in a big, gigantic first-way tie in the GSL. We're joined now by a whole bunch of Ferris players. Coach Sharkey here with us on Friday Night Sports Extra. Coach, first-place game last night. Mount Spokane looking pretty good. What was the difference in that game for you guys last night?
I thought we came out with great intensity early. We're still a half game behind the Bears. We're actually a game behind them.
True,
CV's undefeated, so we got to catch them. Hopefully in a few weeks we'll get a chance for them. But I was really pleased with our preparation all week, and we played well. That early game's always tough, the 4:45 start, but the kids focused and came out, and we played well, got up, and were able to kind of hold them off in the end.
Yeah, and that's a lesson for everybody. Before you say that it's a first-place tie, you should probably check the standings. Connor Halliday, talk about the GSL right now. You guys lose to Prep. Prep loses to U-High. CV still undefeated. Talk about the rest of the way. It's going to be a pretty tight battle down the stretch.
Yeah, it just goes to show, I mean, the strength of the league from top to bottom's there. You got to come out every week and be ready to play, or you're going to get beat. So you got to be ready to go.
Yeah, you guys learned a lesson. You guys playing through the flu as well. Congratulations on getting through that and healthy. But the flu didn't keep you guys down last night. Hopefully we'll have more with these guys. You're going to hear a lot more from this guy at Washington State. Right now we go back to Ben Kaplan.
Nobody corrects Keith Oso. That's like putting baby in the corner. It just does not happen. Well, Gonzaga Prep, the GSL, making the trip over the state line to Idaho, taking on Lake City. It was homecoming there tonight. The Royalty, though, not overly excited. They were down 28-0 at the half. But you know there's no quit in the T-Wolves. Quarterback Mark Smiley rolls out, turns up the field. He gone. That opens the third quarter. Lake City just couldn't stop the Bulldogs, BULLPUPS run game, however, including running back Bishop Sankey. This guy is good. He's fast. Almost broke the tackle right there. He finished with nearly 250 yards on the night. Gonzaga Prep, just too much. Connor Johnson going to call his own number, gets in the end zone. That seals it. It's 35-6 in the third. Lake City, they go to 0-4 as Gonzaga Prep wins this one, 42-12.
I guess it's a good weekend for homecoming in North Idaho because Post Falls also had homecoming hosting the Sandpoint Bulldogs, one of the largest crowds ever in this one. Sandpoint already down 2 because of a safety. Quarterback Daniel Charvos tries to reverse his field for a pass, but the Trojans, Tony Lawson is right there for the sack. The Bulldogs forced to punt. Cody Clark on the return. Breaks it, gets some block, cut back for the big gain. Boy, but I tell you what, the drive stalls because the defense were dominating the first half. Sandpoint was going to the Wildcat offense with Ben Fisher in the backfield. He's looking to score from 7 yards out. But there it is. Pop goes the peanut, as Ben Kaplan likes to say, stealing the line.
Trademarked.
2-0 at the half, and the Trojans' defense would hold on because the offense explodes in the second half. 23-20 is the final. Post Falls getting the win on homecoming. How about Coeur d'Alene goes all the way down to Centennial, and they're coming back after a 41-13 loss. Keep looking at the scoreboard. Lakeland goes to Freeman and posts a 28-12 win. Moving on, it was the Bears of Moscow, 47 bagel over the Lakeside Eagles, and Lewiston, a 28-24 winner over Sunnyside from the Yakima Valley.
Learning life lessons all over the place. I'm calling people tied when they're not. You just said pop goes the peanut. That means you owe Ben nachos tonight. That's trademark. Friday Night Sports Extra rolls on when we come back.
Is Friday Night Sports Extra.
All right. We want to thank the Ferris cheerleaders in the house here, along with Jim Sharkey and some of his players. But we're going to talk Great Northern League football now, the big rivalry game. Deer Park and Riverside, homecoming king goes to wide receiver Trevor Hoffman. Congratulations, Trevor. Not a good night for the Rams. Deer Park quarterback Alice Wolf takes a shotgun snap, decides he wants the whole wheel of cheese, and he'll make it into the end zone, putting the Stags up 21-0 at the break. Then Justin Harris of Deer Park breaks through the line, and he'll sack big Josh Davis, the sophomore quarterback. A big loss. Riverside forced to punt. Fourth quarter now. Stags on the 1 yard line. The handoff to Tevin Harris proved successful. He's having a heck of a season so far. Final score from this one. Stags all over the Rams, 35-0, the final. All right, Clarkston at West Valley, the Eagles dance team doing their thing, and Dub V was doing a little shucking and jiving on the field as well as they blocked Jordan Simanko's field goal attempt. Drew Clausen scoops it up while everyone else was just standing there, and he gets out to near midfield. And that leads to this. Speaking of shucking and jiving, Clausen escapes the rush, gets out of the pocket, and fires a perfect strike to Ryan Dahlstrom for a 30-yard touchdown with less than a minute left in the half. It's 24-0 Eagles. Same score early in the fourth when the Bantams finally get on the board with Colby Hansen's 1 yard dive on 4th and goal. But that was it for Clarkston. Dub V, that's what they like to call themselves these days, improves to 4-0 in the season with a 24-6 win at home. A couple more scores from the GNL. Pullman, a big win up at Colville, 28-21 for the Greyhounds, and Cheney pulls out a 1-point victory at Medical Lake, 14-13.
All right, Derek. Well, the Northeast A has not yet, coming into tonight, won a game on the season. Chewelah trying to change that over at Lynn Ritzville. That's the luxury box at a high school game. Broncos down to score in the second quarter. Jake Eichner up high for, that was not intended for Gardner Dallas. He makes the grab, returns at 35 yards, and the Cougs in business because a few plays later, Connell Calvin is going to run right up the middle and right into the end zone. That makes it 20-7 Chewelah. They win at 34-14, giving Northwest A their first win of the season. They would get win number 2 because Kettle Falls was playing Newport. Someone clearly ordered the wrong size beauty for the mascot, Kettle Falls. In third down situation, it's Miller time. Oh, not quite yet. Mitch Miller stops short of the first down. They'd have to punt. Newport now trying their hand at 4th and short. This is Travis Larion, takes the keeper up the middle. He gets the first down just barely. A couple plays later, Jeff Baker, the great block, gets in for 6. Kettle Falls wins this one 27-12. A couple scores from Idaho for you. Orofino, 35-6 winners over Kellogg. Timberlake 37-7 over Priest River, and Bonners Ferry getting the job done over St. Mary's.
Everywhere I go, I get some mom saying, my kid plays defense, you never show defense. So let's show some defense tonight. Take you out to Davenport, where they're taking on Springdale, and this is going to be your all-defense highlight package. Big Sam Howard for Springdale, 6'8", 275 pounds of fun. Charger defense looking good. Davenport defense going a step further. Adam Kaiser doing his best. Kaiser Sose on defense gets the pick, and like that, he's gone. Remember, kids, objects that are 80 yards away are actually larger than they appear. He gets pretty small there once he gets to the end zone. 80-yard touchdown, 8-0 Davenport. Chargers trying to answer. Big Sam Howard, he's laid out. The lumber laid there by Jake Stevens causes the fumble. Troy Stackhouse with the recovery. All defense, 28-0 Davenport. That's your final score. Over to Reardon, where Colfax is in town. How good is Colfax this year? Colfax is so good that I guess we're not going to even show the video. There they are. They broke the scoreboard. They're so good. They're up 21-0 at the half. Opening kickoff of the second. Oh, those sneaky Colfax Bulldogs. The onside kick, they get it. Ronnie Ellis comes up with the recovery for Colfax, and the Bulldog offense goes right to work. Alex Teedy up top to Justin Baraducci. Nice catch on the sideline. Big play. Colfax in business. They give it to Tyler McNanny. He gets it on the sweep. He might be the best kicker in the area, but scoring touchdowns is way more fun. He takes it in 28-0 Bulldogs, and Colfax wins it by the same score. Take note, people, the Colfax Bulldogs are for real. Also today, Waitsburg-Prescott, they beat Liberty Christian 48-6. Also, a Soton over Pomeroy on the road, big win for the Panthers. And DeSales, with a big second half, comes out on top of Tico Oakdale and Rosalia.
All right, coming up after the break here on the Friday Night Sports Extra. Game so good you had to see them in the light of day. We're talking 1B action. We'll have more with the Ferris players and cheerleaders coming up after the break on the Friday Night Sports Extra.
This is Friday Night Sports Extra.
We want you to know that those Ferris cheerleaders had a volleyball game tonight, so they're pulling double duty by coming in there, girls. We thank you for coming in. All right, we got B8 action now. Our man Phil Franklin going up to one of our favorite places, Hunters, where they were stoked to be playing against Odessa. Hunters brought the noise today. Andrew Dick takes the quarterback keeper. He'll get some great blocking downfield. Also make a great move to get on the defender, and he is gone into the end zone. Lions up early. More action from the Lions now. Eli Bear. There's another great name. Barron down after the handoff. Great blocking by the Lions, and it's no wonder he's also into the end zone. Number 32 getting it done. Odessa on offense now. Quarterback Jared King looking to the sky, and he finds Marvin Ray of the Lions. Hunters proves to be too much tonight. Final score in this one, 44-12 in favor of the home team. Also, Curlew goes to ACH, and the Warriors come away with a 17-point win. And the Liberty Lancers over the Republic Tigers. That game snuck up on us, but the Lancers getting it done, winning by 13.
You're good?
I'm good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were going to keep flying in.
Go
All
on.
right, well, we head to Sprague Harrington now, where Cusick made the trip. They were handing out hugs in Harrington before the Falcons. Cusick matchup on the field. It was a different story. Nick Spurline, check this out. The Thunder right there breaks through the tackle, and here's the Lightning. He's gone. 45 yards. It's 14-8 Sprague Harrington. First quarter. Very next play, though, from scrimmage, Robert Ives. How fast is he? If you have to ask, you can't catch him. This run, 48 yards. It gives the Panthers the lead for good, but they win it big, 63-14. A couple other scores for you. Welpinett, 42-26 winners over Derek's favorite mascot, the Billy Goats, and you have Wilbur Creston, 60, and Cheliam, 42.
Ben didn't make me very happy this week, so I sent him all the way down to Washtenaw, thinking he might get to Moses Lake on the way back. You never know. The WSU Band is in full force out there. The WSU Band helping out. Also homecoming. Congratulations to her. Home team jumping over everybody today. Fake me once, shame on you. Fake me twice, or fake me deadly. Garrett Blorett makes the grab. 8-0 Tiger Cats. Later in the first, now 16-0. Jacob Blankenship coming right at you. Turns the corner, and he's gone. 24-0 Lackwash. They do go in to win, but good for Valley Christian, scoring 14 points. They doubled their season total in points for the year. Colton with the win on the road over St. John-Endicott. Also, Selkirk beats up on the Colonels of Mansfield. Also in Idaho today for the standard definition game of the week. Shot on a camera I don't even want to show you. It's Mullen against Wallace. A score fest out there. The Tigers scoring early. Casey McKinnon up to Josh Trogdon. He takes it in. He's not actually that big. We had to stretch the video in our standard definition game of the throwback game of the week. Wallace, though, Tyler Beard, he avoids the shave and gets rid of it, throws it over to Dylan Hill, who does the rest of the way. And watch this. Oh, look at that slow-mo for effect. That's also in standard definition. But look at this final score. Look at the final score. Let's see the final score. 70-50. Now you see why I was so excited. 120 points scored in this game. Kootenai also with the win over the Wampus Cats tonight on the road.
Wampus Cats, another one of my favorite mascot names. We do want to say, though, Mullen playing with only 10 players, 8 of them on the field most of the time. And he still scored 50 points. So kudos to them.
There you go. Well, Ferris didn't come from Moses Lake. They came from Ferris. We appreciate them coming in much more with the Saxons when Friday Night Sports Extra returns.
All right, welcome back. I'm back in the locker room now with some of the Ferris Saxons, 3-1 so far in the season after a big win over Mount Spokane. Pete Anderson, your guys' next game is in California. Talk about who you're playing and what you're going to do down there.
We got Esperanza next week, and they're going to be a good team. So we got to come out and bring it. It's not a week off. We got a big game. It's a business trip.
Business trip, but against a pretty good program too. I mean, we see this a lot with high schools now getting to go play intersectional games against other big things. How big is this for you, Connor?
Oh yeah, we've been excited since we heard about it last year, and we've been fundraising for it since the summer. So we're ready to go and excited to go down to Disneyland.
And he said it's a business trip, but you guys are going to have some fun too.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it is a business trip, but Saturday after we get a big win, we'll go out to Disneyland.
Right on. All right, I told Gage Roscoe I was going to sneak up on him because he didn't want to answer a question. But now as you guys move forward in the season, having one loss, how important is it for you guys to finish strong?
We always got to come out strong. Can't afford a loss right now, so just got to come out prepared.
Do you know how many yards you had last night? Because I do.
176, was it?
He's keeping track of his stats. All right. Hey, by the way, big game between Ferris and Central Valley, who's 4-0 so far this season, coming up in 3 weeks. Guys, back to you.
You can see it at home, but the T-shirt says "Nice hit, knucklehead." Nice touch, like it.
And I think Derek's playing high school fantasy. So
yeah,
that's why
that's why he knows about the yards and touchdowns.
Exactly. He's
winning in our fantasy league. There's going to be some big hitting going on in LA tomorrow, at least from one side. We hope the Cougars can stay in there. The Trojans of USC, not a very happy team, taking on the Cougars tomorrow. Also tomorrow, the Washington Huskies look to back up their win over USC against the Stanford Cardinal.
The Idaho Vandals 2-1 on the season, looking for their third win. They're at Northern Illinois. Eastern also hits the road, taking on Sac State in their Big Sky Conference road opener. Whitworth at home. Check them out at the Pine Bowl. They are taking on and welcoming Chapman.
Also tomorrow, hockey in the Spokane Arena. That's actually backwards. Spokane will be at home, the home opener. Kyle Beach makes his Spokane Chiefs debut. That ought to be interesting. Spokane Tri-City, always fun. Starts at 7 o'clock over the Spokane Arena.
And you know what I love is that Levko Koper promised a bloodbath on camera.
Yes, he did. A bloodbath.
You know there's always fights.
That's not going to be a pillow fight.
Yeah, and don't forget to check out our new all-sports website, ESPNNorthwest.com. We've got plenty of great stuff on there. All the highlights from the Friday Night Sports Extra will be on there later this evening because our man Jared Richardson, who's back in the booth right now, stays until about 4 a.m. to make sure all those highlights get on there, so make sure you check those out. Also, by the way, the Mariners lose at Toronto tonight. Roy Halladay pitched incredibly in a 5-0 win for the Blue Jays.
Another special thank you to the Ferris cheerleaders, Ferris coach, Ferris players for coming in today. Also thank you to Newport for giving us a new T-shirt for our locker room. If you see our camera guy there, give us a T-shirt. We'll hang it up. We'll see you next week, Friday Night Sports Extra, right here at KXLY 480.